day. From Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. We'll see Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
Just a tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tennessee Titans. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. The team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Time with Mark Ingram. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before. He's brought down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Ravens.
They go play action here on 1st down. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a 1st down. There's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson looking left side. It's complete. He's got it.
Jackson's pass.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Ravens.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that third down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw a little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff to Ingram. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Gain on the play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Toward the pylon, caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They got it here, 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so. Bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
To Marquise Brown.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way. Streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they'll be piloted by their veteran quarterback, standing 6'4". It's Ryan Tannehill.
A terrific athlete. Started at wide receiver before becoming the starting quarterback at Texas A&M, and also took his studies pretty seriously as well. He was a biology major at Texas A&M, planned to become an orthopedic surgeon, but being the 8th pick in the NFL draft, that paid just a little bit better. A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark it down at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down.
Now it's Tannehill. hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, here's Henry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and I think those numbers are going to increase.
And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzes, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Ingram, the ball carrier, brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
With the score, Ravens 7, Titans 3.
2nd and 5. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Jackson's pass.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the 1st half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Jackson's pass.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
3 yards.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively, because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Going with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense.
21-yard line.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in.
He's got him in, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 79 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm the defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The ball switches back over to Mark Ingram and the Ravens. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll give this one to Ingram to start things out. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle was by the Boston College product Harold Landry. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Yards to go.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Jackson's pass.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
He's got Smith here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
At the 13-yard line.
Again to Henry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. In their mind, certainly a field goal. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans have taken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And we shift our attention to Mark Ingram. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Jackson on the tackle.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Jackson now. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A time again to see what Ryan Tannehill and the Titans can do. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead. And
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll run on first down. It's Ingram. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete to Mark Andrews.
A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10.
Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow, you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead, so you're not playing that way. You've got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did it
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
stepping up. He's going to keep it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half. Tucker now for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over first and 10.
Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. It's caught. Smith. The 40. The 30. 20. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith, 77 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Now this carries into the end zone. And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Mike Vrabel saw him on the sideline. He didn't even hesitate. They will go for it on fourth. They snap it to Tannehill. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
And incomplete. It's third down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan coached an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Time again to see what Ryan Tannehill and the Titans can do. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. 7 yards there and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
47-yard.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Man open left side is Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain of 32 that time.
14-yard line.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans are going to take the lead.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And more. He's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Ball carrier.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. The throw right sideline here is complete, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
2nd and 11. Ingram again. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
Ball carrier, Rashaan Evans on the tackle. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Tucker's kick is good. But wait up now. A flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first. Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. A 10-play drive that time. And it's Hollywood Marquise Brown who finishes it off with the touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Titans take over first and 10. At their own 27.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
It's a gain of 9.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 46 yards.
First and 10.
The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
The ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 13-yard line.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a second down and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
No gain on the play.
The Titans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. That's going to set them back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Here's Tannehill. And that's caught by Smith. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Joe Smith saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Titans are going to take the lead.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him. They're not winning this game.
Ravens 31.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. Right now, Charles, this is the drive of the season. You're on the road here in the playoffs. It's put up or shut up. They need points.
This is where you have to come together as a team, as you just noted, on the road. So that means they've carried that mentality with them throughout. Hey, we've got to go on the road. We've got to rely on ourselves, right? Focus, yet still find the fun in it. How great is this, guys? Look at the spot we're in right now. And then go to your top players, call them the plays that they run best.
Yeah, sort of controlling their own destiny, but this place has been loud. Not going to be easy. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. A gain of 6 there on first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? That might any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
It's a gain of
Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and forever. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Returning it is Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only one score.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 45.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And caught by Henry. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's more on the return. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. So Lamar Jackson in the offense. Down by 7. 2:23 to play. This is where your playoff medal is tested. On the road, needing a touchdown to stay alive as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Keeper brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews.
Jackson's pass.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Big plays back and forth just continue both offenses. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a pattern, maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Second down at 6 now from the 42. They'll run it again with Henry. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical third down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
The Titans are moving on as we say so long, everybody. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.